before we start, Jacqueline, if you can come up. Jacqueline Patterson has been awake for, I think, 30 hours. She flew in from Bolinas, California, to walk around today and visit with Tennessee legislators with us. We're going to demonstrate for you why I think she's one of the most articulate and persuasive patients for medical cannabis. I asked Jacqueline, I'm asking her now, 2 questions. She'll answer them, and then she'll answer the same 2 questions under the influence of cannabis on film.
Why don't we play the video
First? Okay. Here, and before we started, the 2 questions were, why do you support Koozer-Kuhn, and why do you come all the way from California to do that? You'll see her using a vaporizer pen occasionally through this. That's how she's ingesting cannabis. Okay.
Hi, my name is Jacqueline Patterson, and I'm in Nashville, Tennessee today to support the rights of patients whose lives would be immensely improved by the passing of House Bill 1385, the Koozer-Kuhn Act. I support this bill because it means safe, well-regulated access for patients in Tennessee who are currently resigned to black market sources for their medicine and at risk of becoming entangled in Tennessee's correctional system, or who go without their medicine that would remarkably improve their health. In providing safe access to consistent medicine for Tennessee patients, this bill would also create jobs for farmers and produce sizable tax revenues for the state of Tennessee. I chose to make this trip from California to Nashville because I have the ability as a patient to visibly show people how cannabis, the only medicine that I take on a daily basis, works for me. And I believe that medical cannabis patients everywhere should have the right to family, education, employment, and freedom of health, because the rights of one American belong to us all. I met a small child here today. He was on 3 prescriptions that have yet to stop his seizures, and I pray that someday soon his parents will be able to give him the medicine that it has instigated Koozer's healthy childhood. I too am a mother. I have 4 children who I have committed to teach that we cannot break broken laws if we are not willing to work to change them. Please support the Koozer-Kuhn Act of House Bill 1385.
Okay, now for 2 or 3 minutes, Jacqueline will speak with you.
Hello, how's everybody? Good. I didn't grow up in the South. I grew up in the Midwest. I was ridiculed. I discriminated. I was discriminated against. And when I was 14, I discovered that marijuana not only made me feel better, but it made me speak up. But it made me speak more clearly and fluently. For the first time in my life, I could put my hair up in a ponytail because I could get my right hand to just quit being so tense. However, at 14, I couldn't really tell my parents that I smoked weed, even though they were probably doing it too. And I was left to find it on the black market. I don't know if you guys do drug testing here, but it is everywhere in Missouri, and and so there is really no way for me to get a job. I got pregnant when I was 17 from by my weed dealer. Yeah, that was fun. And then when I was 18, I had the choice between living in crack-infested public housing or moving in with a friend of a friend whose brother just happened to grow and sell weed. I had taken a break from consuming cannabis for the first year that my son was alive, because good parents do not smoke, or so I thought. Now I think that any good parent, in order to stay a good parent, must at one point or another smoke weed. But I'm sorry. I'm gonna my point is the nice guy that I moved in with in order to have access to cannabis. The nice guy that I moved in with in order to have access to cannabis in Missouri raped me and almost killed me. The reason that I bring this up is because people with disabilities are 75% more likely to be the victim of a violent crime, and by keeping prohibition in place, we are sending the lambs out to meet the wolves. So please contact your legislators, and if they've already sponsored the bill, please remember to say thank you. And if they haven't, make sure that they remember that they are there to represent you. Thank you.